Here we go, we are on Whirlwind. It is the last map of the day. To the top right, we have the Terran player starting for Fnatic. It is, of course,
Fnatic Alive.
Alive with 1 win and 2 losses, but this 1 win was against the player that he would be tied with if he takes victory on this map. So he has it in his own fate. He can actually determine his own fate here with a win. He's facing the TSL Zerg, the bottom right, who is already out of the tournament, because even if he wins the game, he lost against the Zerg player who would be tied with, and therefore Suoshin would advance. The Zerg at the bottom right, he's called
TSL Shine.
Playing another Terran versus Zerg here. The last one that he played, he won against Maru on Antigua Shipyard. Can he win again?
That's the question then.
And once again, it's of course a little bit of a weird situation here for him, because he knows that he's already out of the group. He has to play in Code A once again. They actually joked around a little bit earlier. Pold is here in order to support him, and Pold was the player that Shine faced in the 3rd round of Code A. Pold advanced to Code S. Shine has to play the up and downs, and well, Shine immediately says that Pold is like really bad mana because he won against him in the group.
Yeah.
They joked about it a little bit. It was of course friendly banter, and now unfortunately Shine has to play in Code A once again. But he has Suoshin's fate in his hands.
He does. He's going to represent Zerg here really more than anything else. And Suho is kind of just sitting over the side, hoping that this win is taken in his favor. Alive actually is going to go for 1 Rax expand here. No command center first, even though that's quite common on this map. He just wants to play things a little bit safer. And will actually scout that his opponent is not going for any sort of early pool play or even taking a gas quick as well. He just checks with the SCV, will be driven out now. And the Overlord sees the 1 Rax expand as well. So both players completely in the know here.
Yeah, right now we have the 1 Rax expand, as you already pointed out, and Shine went, of course, for the normal build. Whereas Fnatic Alive is now going for this follow-up with a double reactor double refinery immediately. He wants to have the fast attack here. And Shine is getting gas as well. He's getting a 3rd hatch too, very early in the game. Plays a little bit greedy here.
Yeah, and he's actually taking gas, but I think it's just going to be for speed initially here. This is not a map where putting Roach aggression on, or even Roach Baneley aggression, is very effective, considering that it's so big. It's so hard to actually get there without your opponent seeing, because there's so many different ways you can see. Alive, a little bit of pressure here with just 1 Marine and an SCV forces Shine's drones off the line, but he is going to run away.
And he didn't lose any of them.
Yeah.
He has the additional Zerglings in production, but he can already see that he's playing this very cautious. Only 4 additional Lings. He knows exactly that that's enough for now. And we have the double queen nearly done. The command center on the low ground for Alive is just finished, but look at his tech, it's so fast. He already has the reactor and the factory building, whereas Shine will really struggle a little defending all 3 bases. He needs either a lot more Zerglings, queens, or spine crawlers. Might even go for the Roach Warren again, but only 2 additional queens are being produced. Oh no, that's actually 2 queens, he needs 1 more.
Yeah. SCV gets taken out here, giving Shine control of the watchtower, as well as the comfort that an SCV will not sneak into his main base. And as predicted, Shine pulls all but 1 workers out of the gas. Now he may decide to add those back in early on, but I think at this point it's starting to look more and more like that he's just going to play a normal standard game here.
Bunker play once again for Alive at the bottom of the ramp, and the placement here is really important in order to defend not only the mineral line at your natural, but you want to defend also the choke point. Because you have the wall at the top of the choke point, you can just lift the supply depots, and whatever tries to go up the ramp will be stuck there, and the bunker has a free shot at everything that moves on the ramp. So a really good position for the bunker, very strategical. Now we have the scout here at the 3rd base. Alive knows exactly what's going on here, and the Hellions are now on the map, so he has a bit of a shot of taking down a few harvesters.
He does. He's going to take out this slow Ling first and may even be able to rescue the SCV. He will rescue it. Hellion rescue mission successful. Forces of Spinecrawler Cloak is started for his Banshees, of course, back at home. And I think that Alive at this position is not going to be able to do too much more. He doesn't want to commit. He's going to wait a little bit longer for more Hellions to be together. Then he may decide to try to damage that queen at the 3rd base, because the creep spread even if it's perfect, it's just so hard to extend between these bases. They're so far away from each other. And this could be a problem for defending the hatchery against the Banshee pressure. Even though the map is big, Banshees can fly.
Yeah, they indeed can.
Banshees can fly, man. Unlike myself, pigs, and many types of chickens, as well as penguins, Banshees can fly.
Yeah, that's correct. I can confirm that, by the way.
Yes. Thank you for that.
No problem. Happy to oblige. Well, right now we have the Hellions, though. They can't fly, but they can toast Zerglings and drones and also do damage to the Queens. As you already said, he wants to damage them initially, and he might actually be able to take down the first one.
He likely will.
He wants it.
The Lings push him back, but the Queen is so damaged it's not going to be useful in a fight. He targets it.
Yeah, he really wants it. That was something that he wanted to do before he moves in with those Banshees.
The Banshee, where is it? It just came out. Okay, I saw an SCB in the middle of the map that was sitting there idly. I was about to have a heart attack. I thought the Banshee was just rallied and was sitting there. But it is coming across now. He will have the Spore Crawler to hide behind. Or no, he won't. That's a Spine Crawler. Now, Spore Crawlers can attack things that fly, but Spine Crawlers cannot. This is a concern of Shine, as the Banshee will now fly into his base cloaked, undetected, and undefended.
And here we go. He starts to pick away at the drones. There is a second Queen, but that doesn't help him without the detection, and the Spore Crawler is just not done. He needs a lot more time in order to complete it, and this Banshee is getting kill after kill. He doesn't even pull those harvesters away. Shine is losing a lot of drones here. He already lost 8, he lost 9, he lost 10, and now he flies away alive, that is, with the Banshee. After 10 kills, every single drone has been lost.
Yep, every drone in this hatchery, you're so right. He's even going to hold position, the Banshee, close the hatchery away from the detection.
But he's running out of energy, and now he is decloaked. He needs to get away. The second Banshee is moving in at the natural now, though.
Comes in here. There is one Spore Crawler at the front. He's got a second one at the back as well. Catches some Maynarding drones. Oh, tries to, gets it.
Yeah, gets it, and now is in a position at the where the gas is, but he is uncloaked. Is detected, needs to get into a bit of a sweet spot, and he finds it. Takes down the gas drones. Really nice harassment here by Alive, doing a great job against his opponent. The harvester count is now 55 to 70, of course, in favor of Shine with this greedy opening that he had. But still, Alive doing a good job.
Yeah, the Banshee does get pushed back, and at this point, he's getting Spire, which will be spotted by this Banshee. Oh, just barely sees it. And if he doesn't click on it, he's not going to know 100% that's a Spire, because it looks kind of like a Morphing Spore.
He loses the Banshee. A bit unfortunate here. That's something that he could have done a little bit better, of course, but he was preoccupied as moving across the map with one of his Vikings to take down additional Overlords.
He starts the armory, but he does not start missile turrets. Obviously, he can wait a little bit longer to start his missile turrets, even if he did see the Spire 100%, because the Banshee knows that the Mutants are not going to be out for a while. Now, he's even cleaning up these Overlords with the Viking. One kill, about to get a second one. But Alive takes a supply lead against the Zerg player at the 11-minute mark, which is never a comfortable position. He's just able to do so much with his production, not missing a beat with his macro, getting double gassed at his third base. And the Banshees, you know, you said it already, they did a ton of damage.
Yeah, indeed they did. The thing is now that Alive, of course, is fighting for his chance to get into code. As a fourth base being placed down by Shine, he tries to make this work. He actually built a lot of Zerglings here, and with the Zergling force, he could also try to apply some pressure. The Baneling speed is nearly done. Mutalisks now joining the fight for Shine. Alive, on the other hand, is completing his siege tank, his siege mode, and it looks more and more like Alive. Sorry, Shine wants to go for this mid-game composition with Link, Baneling, and Mutalisks and make it work, but Alive will be ready. Does he have the anti-air? 26 Marines is quite a fair amount.
By the way, the Marines at the main base are going to be a problem. There's no answer. Baneling speed is done, but there are a grand total of 0 Banelings on the map. He's going to target Spire, yeah.
The Spire is gone, and of course he can't get away here. He needs to fight. He needs to take on the Mutalisks. Get great. Now he actually...
he should split the weak medevac back, but he does not.
It doesn't really matter at this point. There are too many Mutalisks. You know, Alive saw those initial Mutalisks and thought they were the only ones that he has. He targeted them down in order to escape, but then when he was already in the medevac, the rest of the Mutalisks appears, and he knows fully well if he starts dropping the Marines again, they will die to the Zerglings. If he runs away, the Mutalisks will kill him. That was the point when he just decided to cut his losses and focus on the main base again. And now we have a lot of missile turrets being built. 4 of them, but the Banelings, they are being more. 40 of them.
forced stim here on the Marines with the Mutas. He's got a lot of Lings here. He could have trapped them.
Only 2 siege tanks, Wolf.
Yeah, very few. A third one is on the way. But you're right, that's not a lot to deal with the type of Baneling attack that we're going to see from Shine, who's likely going to hit at the third base. We could go to the natural. The thing is, this map, the third base is so far away from the natural, he can use the wall against his opponent and go to that vulnerable third base location, try to draw his opponent back into the main with these Mutas.
There are the missile turrets, and Shine is still waiting. He's waiting for more Banelings, more Zerglings. Look at this force, 50 Banelings. He's doing this Shun style. 66 Zerglings. The drop helps him, of course, a lot at the bottom right, but he needs to send it into the main base. Here comes the main attack by Shine. He's moving in with everything he has. Look at those Banelings.
Tanks were on siege. He sieges them, but they're a bit late.
And they're not targeting the Banelings. Here comes Shine. Alive is not ready.
He runs up the ramp, Alive solo and hit points of most of these Marines. He tries to split them, but there's not a lot of surface area where he can actually run and split them. The Banelings will just kill everything.
The Banelings kill the SCVs. Here Shine is fighting for the Swarm. He's fighting for Kerrigan and for Suhoshin. The Startail Zerg is now watching the screens intently and wishing his Zerg companion a lot of luck. TSL Shine.
He may not need luck, man. He's camping the production facilities. Every tank that comes out to die. And he's starting to lose his add-ons, some of his buildings. There's a shot of Suhoshin right now.
He really wants Shine to win now. If Shine takes this, Suhoshin is in Code S. Alive is at 85 supply, and Shine is just rallying units across the map. It looks like Shine pulls it off. It looks like Alive will spend a season in Code A, whereas Suhoshin advances.
Yeah, there's just so few SCVs left. Alive is not dead, but he will be very soon with 21 Banelings building outside of his main base. He's losing more and more Harvesters right now.
His income is... his income is basically gone. He has 1,000 minerals right now, but he can't really use them. Banelings everywhere, siege tanks gone. He just doesn't have anything to really deal with the Banelings. Only one siege tank on the high ground, but
Starport is
gone.
And these Lings are going to get through. There's no wall left. 65 workers lost in total for Shine, or rather for Alive. Shine has killed that many, and he's killing the rest of these Marines. He needs to drop those out of the medevac if he wants to fight with them. Shine now doubles the supply of Alive. And, you know, he hasn't transitioned into Infestors, but he just doesn't need to at this point. There's nothing for Alive to fall back on. He's lost so much production.
He lost so much indeed. He's on 2 upgrades. Will those upgrades come through for him? He has the next wave of Banelings. 17 morphing, 24 are ready, 41 in total. He's moving in again. The siege tank production. This is the only thing that might keep Alive. But
yeah,
there
no
are
pun
just
intended. The one siege tank pops out, but it's going to die instantly here. He can kill with Banelings, he can kill whatever he wants. One of the factories about to burn down. There's just way too many Banelings. Alive down at 60 supply. Worker count down to 17.
He doesn't even know where to go with the Banelings. He's splitting his Banelings at the production of Alive because there's nothing to kill.
GG! Shine makes it so that Suhoshin will advance to Code S.
Shine and Suhoshin are now tied in score, but the direct comparison is in favor of Suhoshin, who won his match. Look at him smiling and clapping here. He is he's once again playing in Code S. Shine made it possible. Alive in Code A. Hero, of course, without a single loss in this group, also in Code S. Wow, what a finish.
Quite intense finish that we just had. Alive playing well in this group, but not able to edge out the win required. He will find himself in Code A yet again. What a tense situation. You know, this type of situation arises in up and down matches very rarely, but it does happen from time to time.
You know, I'm a little bit sad here for Shine nonetheless. He won against Maru, he wins against Alive, and now he's a 2-2. There was basically one game that had to end a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Actually 2. No, actually only one. The game between Hero and Alive had to end in favor of Alive. If that would have been the case, then we would have had a 3-way tie. A 3-way tie between Alive, Suhoshin and Shine. But not today.
Yeah, Hero advances, so he can't. There can only be 2 players from each group. So let's take a look at our results on screen so you guys can see graphically what happened, and here it is.
It is not Shine's time to shine in Code S. He has to go through... I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. He has to undergo another season in Code A. Here are today's results. Suhoshin and Hero, they advance. The Team Liquid player being dominant today. Once again in Code S. And here we have the final lineup for Code S, ladies and gentlemen. 13 Terrans, 10 Protoss, and 9 Zergs.
Yep. You can see that just a few Terrans actually making it through the up and down matches. Quite a few of them.
Yeah,
so that's kind of where the Terran comes through, I guess, in that much more so than Protoss. Only 2 Protoss is advancing. One of them today, the other one Mana, and 3 Zergs coming through. But 5 Terrans in total make it through the up and down matches.
A great week that we've had. A lot of really good matches, and I'm really looking forward to Code S starting next week, guys.
Yeah. Code S will be on next week. Make sure to tune in. Really excited about that. And there's also going to be, of course, Code A coming up as well, as soon as the first group stage is done with Code S.
Yeah, exactly. So next week is going to be pretty exciting with all these Code S matches, and of course the groups will be determined, I think tomorrow. I'm actually not quite sure, but I think. So, yeah, that's it for the GSL up and downs for this season, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks again for watching. We are done for the day and for the week. See you soon in Code A and of course at the GSTL.